Hi parents, I wanted to give you a quick video uh, that relates to science fair. I have talked to the students about this and I wanted to go over this with you too. Hopefully you can hear me. There is no room inside, so I'm outside making this video. If you go to your child's Google Classroom, under science, you will see at the top all of these that have been created, and the top one is Google Slides. That's what I'm going to go through with you briefly. Underneath it are rubrics. There are 3 sets of rubrics here. So once your child decides what they want to do for the project, you will just find the rubrics and look at how I'm going to grade it right here. But let's go through the Google uh, slide for science fair really briefly. Okay, in 5th grade, they get a choice. They get to choose an experiment, or they can do a model demonstration, or they can do research on a scientific topic. We'll talk about those a little bit more in detail, but they can be talking about what they want to do. For every project, what? Child, I'm making a video. That was Mr. Hendricks. For every project, they're going to make either a display board or Google Slides, one or the other. They can choose, doesn't matter. They're going to put the same information on both, and they will do a written report. If they're going to perform an experiment, they have to be thinking about what problem they're posing, designing an experiment to investigate the problem, reporting the results, making conclusions, following the scientific method. For their display board, these are the types of things that have to be on the board: the title of the project, the question, problem statement, the hypothesis, procedure, results. And I even I'm putting pictures at the end that shows you a couple of boards and how they did that. Okay, on their report, this is what their report should look like. The very first page should be a title page. Then comes the body of the report, which is 1.5 to 2 pages. Font size is 12, and the bibliography page at the end. They do need to cite the sources that they use, and I even put their easybib.com as a good one for helping you cite sources. And these are the things that need to be in the report, so make sure your child has this out when they're writing the report, and everything can go in it. Okay, if your child chooses to do a model or a demonstration, some examples of model demonstrations would be how to build an engine, making a battery. I've seen students make radios, build those types of things. Whatever they make, they have to be able to manipulate those controls, switches, or devices in the classroom. So when your child demonstrates that to the class, they have to be able to run that demonstration themselves. Okay, these are the types of things that need to be on those boards or Google Slides. Their report will be a little bit longer, 2 to 3 pages in length, but everything else stays the same. Information that goes in their report. Okay, and then the research. The last choice that the student has is a research project, and that needs to be in detail, in-depth researching a scientific study. Anything involved with science. I've had students that take a certain animal and research it in detail. They've even gone to zoos and interviewed like zookeepers and any expert in the area. So there's a couple of examples there. All right, on their display board or Google Slides, these are the types of things that are needed. And in their report, their body of their report is 3 to 5 pages in length, a little bit longer. Okay, and these are the types of things that they need to include in their report. And on the last slide here, I just put a couple of examples of projects from last year. And you can see these are neatly done. They're labeled on the sides of the board, all along the board. Everything's labeled. What maybe the hypothesis is labeled, the question, the problem statement, all those types of things are separately labeled. It's nicely done. There was hard to choose one. Okay, so that is a brief rundown on the science fair information and where you can find it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.